Well, I was introduced first to Harinama Sankirtana. That was my first contact with devotees. And I was about to be drafted into the army in 1968. I was downtown Los Angeles, and I had a note, as many people did during that time, that I was not fit for Army service. And so I went into the induction center and then gave them that note, and they looked at my record. I was also in the Peace Corps at that time. So they said, "Oh, you've been in the Peace Corps. You can go home." So I was very happy. I walked out of the door, and all of a sudden I heard, "Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna." It was a Harinam Sankirtana party across the street. And it must have been Vishnu Jananda Swami, because he was every day going out in Harinam, 8 and 10 hours a day. So I heard the mantra, and I actually felt it enter my ear and affect me quite deeply, although very subtle. I was not so much aware of the effect until later on. It took about a year and a half, and I got an assignment as a photographer to do a magazine article on the devotees. And that's how I basically came back to, that was in New York. I met them in New York. I did the article, but when I first went in the temple and went in front of Lord YAJNA, that was a very transforming experience. So the seed was planted a year and a half earlier by Harinam party, and then that fructified in that first assignment. I became very attached and attracted to Krishna consciousness. So Harinam is very important, not only for the purification of devotees themselves, but also spreading the movement. And many, many people today in America, they said, "Oh, we haven't seen you. Where are you?" And they actually appreciate it. So we're not doing so much Harinam as we used to, although once a week, for sure, most temples go out. But it actually could be done a lot more, and the effect could be a lot greater. Hare Krishna mantra is a prayer, and we should always remember that prayer when we're chanting, either japa or singing. And if we forget that, our mind wanders, we don't get the benefit, the full benefit. Benefit is always there, but it can be very small compared to the benefit of meditating on the meaning and the deep meaning of that prayer. Dear Lord, please accept me. That's the short form. Satyananda Swami mentioned that meaning. So we've been exiled from the spiritual world in a place where it's just causing a lot of difficulty for ourselves. And everybody is experiencing the difficulties of material life. So we need to focus on that prayer and beg for mercy that Krishna allows us to come back.